Okay, we're on. Here we go. Where do I want to go? I'm going to go here for a minute. First of all, this is Mudball Mike. We're going to do the Mudball News for April 9th and at 2026. It's 1:02 a.m. We're doing the Mudball News. So tonight I was looking at some stuff. Well, the other day I bought a program off of Warrior Plus, one of the digital products on there. And it included a couple of, like 3 videos, and then there's several like bonus items included. Some of it had to do with traffic. That's why I was interested to see what it was. But I haven't gone through all of it yet, but the parts I've gone through seem a little shady. And I looked up some of the tactics they were using, and you're not allowed to do those tactics. You can be kicked off of different platforms if you do some of what they're telling you to do in that actual product. So you can imagine that I don't give that a good review. I'm not going to name it. I'm not going to badmouth certain people or anything. Tonight I come across this, the Pizza Plan 2026 edition. And I remember the Pizza Plan from John Olson before. So this was interesting because somebody has taken it over. So I got a copy of that earlier tonight. But like both of those things, like, okay, this is a product, the Pizza Plan 2026 edition. Okay, let's give an affiliate disclosure. If you see any ads or links or anything around this video, in the video, beside it, below it, anywhere, they might be an affiliate link, and I might earn a commission if you click anything from it. So, but there may or may not be affiliate links. It's not something I put on all the videos or in the, we're mainly just talking about stuff and looking at different things and getting ideas, because you can really do just about anything. Like infinite ideas is what I say. Because especially with AI now, you can go even further with your ideas, because you can think of whatever you want, and then if you get stuck or need more information, you could actually consult with AI to hash it out, a little bit, make your idea even better, or give you some ideas, some ways that you weren't thinking about, and now you might have a different way to go with it. But like, for instance, the 2 things I just mentioned, this product for $17 I got the other day on Warrior Plus from an affiliate. I mean, all their product is, when they deliver the product to you, the product is 1 page. It has 3 videos on it, and then it's got a series of buttons, like big long buttons, that are like links. Just hearing some noise behind me. So I mean, that can be called a product. So I don't know if you're into product creation or whatever, but you don't have to like overthink it or do anything like super crazy. You could just make like 1 page with 3 videos and some links and call it a product. That's what they did. They made $17 off of me for 1 page with 3 videos. And the videos aren't even that great, and it wasn't really stuff that, the information in those were just sort of common sense stuff. If you're into all this type of stuff, you would already know most of what was in those videos. But it's always good to see somebody else's perspective on different things, and you might get some new ideas or something if when you watch somebody else's perspective of doing certain things, techniques, because the technique can be the same, but they might do it like a little different. And then maybe you could use the way they're doing it, or maybe it would spark a fresh idea in you, to do something even better with it. And then like the pizza plan, if you sign up for this, you get a PDF. All right. Now, I didn't have to pay for this. I just put my email address and name in there. So then they get me on a mailing list, and they could market whatever they want to me now, unless I say, I could cancel that. You do have that option, but this is basically a lead generator, because they've called, it's a product being a PDF, and Pizza Plan is a cool name, and they have a cool little logo with the pizza guy. So the Pizza Plan 2026 edition, this would be something called a lead magnet. Evergreen programs every marketer needs, training hub and business community. Show me the plan, and you put your email address and name right there. I'm not selling the pizza plan, or I'm not even giving it away. I'm just telling you what I see on my screen and what I know it leads to because I did it. And I remember the old pizza plan that John Olson had. He sold it to this person now. They've changed it. I wondered what tools they were going to be using, because I know what they used before. And I wondered if this person, was using the same tools, because I don't even know if those exist anymore. They were websites that I used to go to, but the one was a training site, and I never, got very far in it. Sort of like started it and like lost interest in it. And then there was a traffic exchange too. I don't know if it exists anymore, but it was kind of a cool. I'm shaking my computer, like I keep moving my arms, like shaking the screen. So it probably looks like we're having earthquakes tonight while we're talking. So that's why, because I'm shaking the table with my elbows. So if you've had earthquakes up to this point, I'll try to keep my elbows off the table for the rest of the video. I just got this coffee and it's already going cold. Seems like I just got it a few minutes ago. Why is it cold already? All right. So let's talk about this. I can't do that because I keep shaking everything. Look at that. Dang. Pizza plan. Back to this. This is a product. It's a PDF. So anybody can write a PDF and put some links in it. So they have a PDF, and how these type of things go with something like this, they'll tell a story, about money, about maybe not having money and then figuring out how to make money, and figuring out how to go from a regular job to like just an online marketing lifestyle full time. They'll tell you some kind of story, and then they'll say we're using these certain tools or these training systems, this traffic, and then give you some links. So that's it. Like anybody could make something like that, especially with AI. You don't even have to write that well, and you can have it help you write. And then you just put your tools, like in my case, I use Leads Leap, I use Build-A-Biz, I use GDI, and Lead Lightning. I think those are my main 4 at the moment. And then a whole bunch of like traffic programs and stuff, safe lists, traffic exchanges, ad boards, But the core stuff I use would be Lead Sleep, which you can do for free. Where are we at there? Build-A-Biz, which is cheap. It's under $20 a month, and you get all the marketing tools that you would need. And they have a nice autoresponder on there. And a splash page builder and lead capture page builder, all that stuff. And it's a great price. Unlimited, you can do unlimited autoresponders for the pro executive membership. So we got Lead Sleep, we got Build-A-Biz. We got GDI, that's for hosting, web hosting, domain. So I got my domain name called the midnightcat.ws. WS stands for website, previously known as Western Samoa. And then they bought that. They bought the Western Samoa domain name, whatever you call it, the WS. But now it's for website. So I have the midnightcat.ws as my website on GDI, hosted on GDI. They host my domain and my website. Or let's say I registered. They don't actually host the domain. They register. I registered my domain through them. So I have that domain. And then the hosting is on GDI. They have an email system too you can use. I don't use it yet, but I don't need it at the moment. But there could be a time when I want to use it, and it's there if I need it. So I could have like my own emails. And then we got Lead Lightning. That's a new one we're putting in the mix for the team builds that we're doing, because we're working with the GDI rotator team. But some of that is pretty slow going at the moment. And by using it that way, you're not actually building your own list. So we're utilizing some different methods at the moment. One being Lead Lightning. And then we're working on a page, a system like one of these systems actually, but through Lead Sleep. We'll have some like lead capture pages through there where, we'll have a nice lead capture page and to actually collect the lead for ourselves. And then that will go to a secondary page that actually has the plan on it. And in our case, that would be, GDI or Lead Sleep, not Lead Sleep. Come on now. We're going to make it on Lead Sleep. We're going to use Lead Lightning. And then we're also going to promote, or in my case, I'm going to promote GDI on the back end. With Lead Lightning, you can promote whatever you want on the back end. So you don't necessarily have to do it the way I'm doing it or the way we're doing it. But and you can change that link whenever you want. So you could even use it to promote multiple programs. So like, let's say I want to get 10 people in GDI. I'll use it that way. So I'll have my lead. This is how it's going to go. There's going to be a Lead Sleep capture page made. And then, or Build-A-Biz. I could do it on either one. I have both tools. But the reason I like the free Lead Sleep way to like share that program and like give somebody like a share code and they could like copy the page and everything. It's like Lead Sleep kind of makes that super easy. So that's what I'm thinking on that. So this is stuff I'm developing in my head right now. I'm just kind of telling you, giving you ideas. You can use them too, But what it'll be a lead capture page on Lead Sleep. So somebody fills that out. Then I've captured the email address at this point, so I can market anything I want to them. When I send them the email message that they get, there'll be a link to a second page on Leads Leap, and that will have all the content of whatever we're talking about. So, like in this case, it'd probably be Lead Lightning, and then maybe a couple links to some traffic programs or something. Maybe a little, what do you call it, like a little instruction section with how to get some traffic, some free traffic that works, stuff like that. It'll just be some sort of product page, but it's more of like how this one's doing it with the pizza plan. Like a lead magnet type of thing. So we're going to give them something, some good information, and then they'll have the opportunity to join the Lead Lightning program, which is something they're going to be able to use to then promote whatever they want. And it's only like $7 like one time. So like it's super easy. Everybody can afford that for the most part. So, and then now they have this tool, and there's all kinds of training and other stuff inside there too. It's not just not just that part of it. And then they actually can do a autoresponder series for you for this $7 that you pay. They'll do an autoresponder series, and they will be sending out messages. And then if you put a link in there to like one of your products, that will be part of that. So it's a way to market your product just by paying $7, and then they do all the work. So it's like super cool. So that's I think that's something a lot of people might want, some kind of hands-free promoting like that, where they can just pay $7 and then somebody else is doing it. So, and there's a great value because of the rest of the stuff that's also in the back end of that program once you get in there. So it's well worth $7. You're getting a tremendous value. So that's why we're going to start with that. And then, like I said, I'm putting GDI on the back end of that. Then I could also, if I make that page, the secondary page in Leads Leap, I could advertise GDI right on there as well if I wanted to. That's the thing. Back to the front, infinite ideas. I can do whatever I want with that page. Whatever links I decide to put on there, whatever text, whatever pictures, just do whatever you want with it. You could even link to other pages that have videos, or you can throw a video right on there. Link it to a YouTube channel. And there's ways to link to a YouTube channel where it comes up and it actually subscribes. It's like, do you want to subscribe to the channel? So it tries to bring you in subscribers if you put a link a certain way like that. So I'm shaking we got an earthquake again because I'm shaking the counter table. My mouse was asleep. I'm going to tell you that.